Hey, it's me, unapologetically T. And should I've been quiet for a little while. Been quiet for a little while. No, making moves and being a madre. Learning to live off of social media again. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I decided to do a video while I went on my walk today. I'm gonna see how far I can go. I haven't stayed consistent on walking like I was in the wintertime. But I said, let me give it a whirl again because I got a massage and literally my posture is not great and it's some things I need to work out, but it's because I'm not being active, mostly sedentary, mostly confined in one room like a jail cell. So I said, let me get out and walk since I'm not in jail. And also when I am in there, I can pull out my little mat and start doing some things. But baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Hear the crows. Them crows is calling. But yeah, I mostly have been working on art projects. I got quite a few art projects that I haven't released. Visual arts. Something dope that happened this weekend was one of my students and one of my old co-workers, which is a professor. It's funny because me and my professor, who turned co-workers, paired those two together for a research project, and they have been very close friends ever since, just like me and my professor. I actually look at my professor as my Jewish mom. She's so wise and gives great feedback on a lot of things. So literally, you know, sometimes we have these paths in lives and we don't even realize that, like, it's less about the degree you'll receive and it's more about the people you'll meet. Your jobs are less about the paychecks you get, but society make it about that. But it's about the people you'll meet, you'll come encounter with, whether desirable or undesirable. They all shape and mold us in some fashion or form. But to get back on topic for how amazing this weekend was, that was one of my highlights, was that. So literally, my student birthday was Sunday, and for a year they had been planning this event for a fundraiser. So it was their idea to have a drag queen show as a fundraiser for Rams in Recovery. And Rams in Recovery helps students who are, struggling with some type of addiction while they're in school. So it's really dope. We need more programs like that, like worldwide. Like, addiction in America is definitely a crisis. And instead of shunning people who we create to be addicts because we have a sick ass society, we should be creating more programs to heal the damage we have done as a society. So literally full way around, it was just so dope because this is their heart, this is their nature, this is what they wanted to do for their birthday. And it turned out so amazing. And if only you knew the person, you know why it's even more amazing. Because when I first met them, I think when everyone first meets them, they're so shy, they're so reserved, and it's just like a beautiful star that doesn't want to shine. It's scared to shine in front of others, and I can completely resonate with that and get it. And so, just watching as that beautiful star comes out and shine as bright as God created it to shine, or whatever they believe in, has been beautiful to me. They have done the hard work. We may have given opportunities to jumpstart them, but they did the hard work to open up, shine, and show the world who they are. And so that was just, it was like altruistic because like it was their birthday. They did a show to raise money for another cause. It was so much love in that room, so much diversity in that room, and it just spoke volumes about how ignorant we are to certain biases, how we treat people any the fucking kind of way because they don't fit in our narratives, and that bothers me. It bothers me a lot. So that was dope. They did an amazing job. Even the professor that they were with had never done a drag show, had never dressed up in drag. They did amazing. Also, one of the students actually had a mentee, like they were a mentee to their professor. They had a mentee who actually came out and did some songs and was really great. It just was an overall great experience all across the board. So proud of them. So proud of them. And what else? I had some pretty amazing moments this weekend altogether, but I think that was like my favorite. Got to visit Fremily. I call friends that are family Fremily. Got to visit some Fremily. And yeah, everything was dope. It was an awesome weekend. I was extremely tired. I ain't gonna hold you. I had got like 4 hours of sleep coming down the road. So I was tired this weekend. But yeah, my cardio is trash. So if you hear heavy breathing, just know that was one of the things I talked about during my massage, is that I realize now that I'm not in complete survival mode. I literally noticed that it be moments where I'm not breathing. Like, that saying, hold your breath and wait. I literally been holding my breath, and I get these moments where it's just like, you're not breathing. And it's not anxiety. It's not anxiety at all. It's just like I'm literally holding my breath and I'm not realizing it. And so there's been studies of ancient, not even ancient, there was this guy, god damn, I forgot his name. I think from India. I looked him up earlier this year too. My memory's getting better though. It still sucks, but it's getting better. You know, hey birdie, it's getting better. And he literally said he could live off of the way he breathed. So he didn't need to have food or water. He's just sitting there breathing. And so there's literally ancient techniques in breathing, and how a person could really hold their breath and still live. But it's not like you're completely holding your breath all day. You're doing certain breathing techniques. I noticed that my ass has been bracing myself. Like, I have lived a life where I just have to brace myself so much that I'm not breathing properly. And my massage therapist, Raven over at Indigo Wellness, please go check them out if you want some healing. They do body work, physical body work, and spiritual work. They are the best that I've come across so far. So literally, she was letting me know, like, a lot of that breathing, our lungs are to move, the liquids in our lymphatic system. And so holding on to water weight, all that stuff. So literally been trying to breathe better. Also, my traps I always felt like I have issues with that. It's like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulder. I actually have a piece that I have had in my mind where I want to do an Atlas thing, but it's going to be female version of Atlas. So that's going to be dope. I'll probably get to that this week, hopefully. Just got to draw the figures and what I want in it. So, but I got to finish up another piece. I got another piece I'm doing with the shiesty, so that's dope. I've been wanting to get to that. I saw on Instagram this African photographer had some shiesties on a few of the models, and they had the Corey shells on them, which, if you're familiar with trade back in the day, you know that was a currency like money was, and it was a way to say that you were wealthy. So yeah, I wanted to redo those, well, recreate my own version of it. So it's not going to be exactly like that, but it's inspired by it. So can't wait to get that out of my head. As always, I got a shit ton of poetry that I haven't posted. One I was supposed to post the other day, but I didn't even finish posting it because my signal was kind of chopped and screwed. But then I just forgot once I did get to good signal. I was just like, yeah, I do that sometimes. But I'm going to post that one. I also got one calling out rap niggas. Not all of them. Just the fake ones and the bitch ass niggas. I'm tired. Tired of this shit. So I do have that. But I'm still working on it. That was one of my pieces that, some of my pieces, it take me like, I get a thought and I'll write that bitch out in a few seconds. Then some of my pieces is like, I'll get a thought, I'll write it out in a few seconds, but then I'll come back to it and make it do what it do. But yeah, just trying to get my hips back active so they can loosen the fuck up. Yeah, I need them to loosen up big time. Whew. Do I have anything interesting going on? No, I'm just being me. Just being me these days. You know, you see the hair is not covered. My curl pattern is not defined. But my hair ain't dry. And it's growing like grass. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. Which is I put a light conditioner on the bottle, put some hot water in there, and spray my hair down and lock it with a grease. Literally, when you see me with my hair down, slick down, that's literally grease and water. I ain't even getting fancy with it. I use fucking Blue Magic. I like the one with the I think it's hemp in it. It's something. It's little flakes in it, and it's like, it's a funny color clear. It ain't quite clear, but it's not that blue or the green. It's the one with the like a funky color clear and some flakes. Look at the birdies. Ooh. Let me stop. But yeah, it ain't even as hot as it usually be, but I think I'm gonna start getting out here and walking regardless of how hot it is. Just get that shit done. Condition my body to be back active again. I was an active ass little kid, teenager, shit, even young adult. I used to park all the way off Jefferson Street and walk to the VCU campus. shit. I used to park all the way in the West End, like in the shit, like trying to think of some streets. I can't even think of none. What would that be? Because that's not Idlewood, I don't think. I can't even remember. I just know I used to take Harrison and take one of them side streets and park where it was free. Because most people go to work, but it's just like a distance. It's a distance from classes that I would have. So I'd be at one end of the campus one day and the other end the next. So even as a young adult, I stayed active. But then it was like when I went through that car accident in 2017, that shit went out the window. The psych medicines, had me eating wild as a bitch. Just had me craving certain shit. So literally my eating has gotten a lot better. But baby, I've been struggling. These last couple of days because they had some ice cream that I love on sale, and I was like, I just can't buy one. So now I'm learning portion control. Just because it's in my face doesn't mean I should eat it. So yeah, but my eating has gotten better. I'm at least trying to eat. And when I say eat, like eat meals instead of junk food. But yeah, look at the birds. I just love nature. Alright, so I don't really be having on how to scoop today. Just unapologetically tea without issues. I'm really a cool girl. Relaxed, calm. I like to be left the fuck alone. I like to write. I like nature. I like art in its various forms. Like I love art, dance, music, instruments. What is a fucking song without the instruments? Everybody be missing that shit. Like, I just love to hear the sounds. And then I want to hear your words. I want to hear your words flow with the sounds. But goddamn, them sounds make it sometimes. But I do spoken words without any music behind it, and it's still dope. But that's something I'm interested in, learning how to write music. I know I probably can Google it and teach myself. I teach myself a lot of shit, so I just rather have a teacher though. It's easier that way. Teacher teach me the foundations and the basics, and then I take off and do what makes it feel right to me. Learn the foundations and the basics, master that first, and then start letting my own brain and mind speak to me about how I want to do shit. Because I don't like being boxed in. So, whew. Yeah, unapologetically, T is definitely a fucking goofy, chill person. Most times I like to be left alone, though. I ain't gonna even hold you. I am a Pisces. I love my solitude. But I also love to talk, too, though. It's like I'm an oxymoron. That's what I am. A walking oxymoron. I am. But everything. I can be smart, but I can damn sure be foolish in the mix of it. But I can be the most loving person in this world. But I also can do some shit and don't think twice about it. Have no remorse. That's what I mean. But, these last 2 years I have found balance. Something that I did not have in my toolbox, and I think that's has been beautiful. And maybe that's what I can talk about. I can talk about my testimony about how God has came into my life, and I don't feel like God had ever left me anyway, but how God has helped me make the adjustments that I needed to, and just relinquishing control over, ooh, that feels so good. Just relinquishing control over how things should be, how things should look. Letting me make my mistakes and evaluate them and see if that's who I wanted to be or how I wanted to show up as. Trusting the process that God was guiding me on the right path all along. Yeah. Just trusting the process. Got that old school. Yeah, one of them back in the day cars, the ones where they be like, hey boy, what you doing on this road? Yeah, one of them ones. From the Sinners movie. Oh, that trying to sound, ooh, that butterfly is beautiful. It's black, but it's like fluorescent green too around the edges. That shit is sweet. Let me see. Can you even see it? Where your green at? Show the people your green. It's on the inside. Gotta move and flap his wings. Oh, that's a dragonfly. I just thought it was a butterfly. I see you, my nigga. Where it go? I don't know. I'm a bad camera person. I'm gonna flip it. See, I be catching shit like that. Like little shit like that. That's blending in with the leaves and shit. Shit like that catch my eye. But I've been seeing some shit ton of dragonflies. And I know spiritually, that's a good sign. Yeah, that's been dope. I seen a dragonfly. I didn't even know that size of a dragonfly existed. Yeah. Shit. Man, Charlotte was out in Dawsville. That motherfucker was huge. I mean, huge. I actually took a picture of it, but I ain't never posted. But that was a big boy or girl. But yeah, like, I have relinquished my free will to God's will. And I think a lot of people think about that as relinquishing your stuff over to God means that you don't have no free will at all. But that's not how God designed this game. Baby, y'all gotta learn the game. God wants you to have free will. God just wants you to have the sense to know how to invoke your free will. So I feel like sometimes when you don't know best, go to God. Go to goddamn God. Go. You don't know your best shit. If you don't even believe in God, you believe in a higher power, all that shit the same thing to me. Whatever you praying to, we all praying to the same source. Another dragonfly, and it was coming right at me. But we all praying to the same source. Some people like to compartmentalize it. Some people like to keep it as a main centerfold, a whole. But we're literally all fractal pieces of God anyway. So, literally, do your prayer, your meditation. It's all the same shit to me. I will say meditation goes a little deeper than what they taught us prayer does. But all the same shit. Alright, so I'm going to turn back. That was about 25 minutes, 24 minutes. Don't judge my fucking breathing because my cardio is trash. My lungs, I literally told y'all I gotta learn to breathe again correctly. All I can think about is you mouth breathers. I just gotta learn how to. Whew. breathe again, breathe again. And I've been doing it since I had the massage. Oh my God. Hold on. Yeah, I've been doing it since I got the massage. I do notice a lot of differences. Whew. But yeah. Yeah, I've had so many miracles happen in my life, and I think some people look at miracles as in these things, these physical things. Baby, I have had complete reprogramming, deprogramming, cuts and edits and upgrades, and that has been my miracles. Me learning how to feel my own feelings again. I always could feel for other people, but when it came to my feelings, baby, I was like a fucking psychopath. Y'all lucky I had love in my heart for others. It wasn't the other way around where I was selfish and didn't care about other folks. Because the world would have had a black serial killer on his hand. But literally, God designed me to be who God designed me to be. So I thank God for that. I literally made a poem about it. Like the way I was brought up, a nigga should have been out here slaying the whole goddamn world. Should have been like Dexter. Fucking vigilante for all you motherfuckers triggering my goddamn mommy daddy issues. But I've gotten upgrades that I can feel again. I like to cry, but I've been a little constipated, I ain't gonna lie. I even notice it's me when I'm about to cry. For some reason there's a block, and I trust the process. I have been able to cry, but it still isn't the purge I'm looking for, waiting for. But I think it'll happen when I least expect it, because that's how things have been going. When I'm thinking about it, I think I push it away. Hey, this wind is everything. Thank you, wind. Thank you, wind. Woo, show off, wind. I know that's right. Yeah, turn up, wind. Just don't turn the tornado over here. But yeah, that feels good. That feels good. But yeah, I don't know. Peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. Even though I always tell y'all, like, shit is still the same shit. It's just you learning how to, wouldn't even say deal with it, but me just learning more and more what I'm gonna waste my energy on. Just protecting your energy, being aware that you can't change people. Shit changes a lot in you. Whew, you can only change you. Whew. These big ass calves are burning, because these paths is like, first I was going downhill when I was walking, but now I'm going back uphill. And my calves feel it. Shit. But yeah, very much giving clarity. Whew. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm taking a break. Knowing when to take breaks in life has been important to me, because I don't always know when to take a break. And I'll push myself until I'm upset, I'm frustrated, and I'm mad at the world. And it's like, you should have just sat your ass down. Or you should have just stopped and smelled the roses. So there are some flowers in this field that's growing wild. And I'm gonna stop, get some shade, catch some wind. Whew. Fresh air. Fresh air. So I haven't ate yet. I said I was gonna wait to eat after I walk. They usually help me with an appetite too, because most times I don't. Another butterfly. Most times I don't. That was a monarch. That feels so good. Look at the trees moving and the wind moving through them. All right, so thank you God for this wind, this sun, these clouds. I love the sky. I can stand at the sky in the night, in the daytime, when the sun set, when the sun rise. I don't care what time it is. Like, you can catch me in the fucking clouds. Literally. I'm a cloud lover. What do they call it? A nephophile? Ooh, that feels good. All right, so I think I'm a journey forward. And literally, this is how my life has been so far. Doesn't mean I don't need to stop. It doesn't mean that things don't happen, things don't come up. Take our breaks. We sit and enjoy nature and thank God for the things that are going right. Get our little breathers in, and then we keep going. Because who's going to stop us? Who's going to stop us? And now with God by our side. And I want people to know that you can literally be close to God. You can still be close to God and have flaws. Like, I don't understand what people think people supposed to be perfect at. God designed us. We picked these roads and life that we was gonna live. God gave us free will to make even more decisions once we got here. I don't let no man or woman or entity of any kind make you feel like you can't belong and be close to God just because you got flaws. That shit is the most stupidest thing we bought into. The most stupidest thing. God made us who he made us to be. I don't give a fuck whether you're gay, trans, black, white, in between, all them things. Shit. Whether you believe in monotheism, polytheism, whether you practice magic. Shit. Talking to God is magic. I don't know why people feel like that shit ain't. This planet is magic. Planet is magic. We literally floating in space, y'all. Y'all want me to be afraid of magic. Bitch, I am magic. My mere existence is magic. When I pushed my daughter out, that was fucking miraculous. Not gonna have me fucking afraid. I'm scared of who I am. Scared to be who I am. Now, do I believe I have to practice certain things with a certain set of principles, laws, rules, regulations? Of course. I don't go against the innocent, ever. I don't give a fuck who you is. You go against the innocent, you got some shit to pay back. Don't matter whether it happened now or later, but your ass gonna pay some shit back. Whew. Whew, 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 whew. It's hot as a bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be black, which I used to hate that. How many black kids grew up being told, you keep going outside like that, you gonna be black? That shit comes from racism. It comes from being white passing and or a favorable skin tone of brown, and your parents not wanting you to ruin your complexion over the summer, because then everyone would know how black you were. Now it's like, and I'm serious, I have said this in multiple videos, I can get as dark like this shirt if I am out during the summer, day in, day out. Definitely a pool, put me in some chlorine, have me in that sun all day, baby. Before the end of the summer, I'm gonna be black. And I hated it as a kid, but now that I'm grown and I'm older and I have black pride, it's actually good for me. I know my melanin is melanin in the sun. I ain't using no fucking sunscreen. You do what works for you and what's best for your logic, but my logic is I was designed for this planet, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm not gonna put chemicals on me to block out something that was naturally meant to give me nutrients, downloads, uploads. I say downloads since it's above. So, whew. But yeah, I'm completely grateful for the big things, the small things. I'm super grateful for my healing. I was wilding, but I needed to. I have been holding all that shit in since I was a child. It was time for it to come out. Whew. It was time for it to come out. Shit, if you holding in abuse, let that shit out. It's poisoning you. It's affecting your current life. Let that shit out from the past. Sit down with it. Sit down with it. Process it. Know that you are not alone. You're never alone. Physically, all I've had was my daughter and my dog consistently. Both responsibilities, by the way. So, I mean, it was two things I gotta look out for, including myself. So, but spiritually, and then I did have physical aids, whether strangers or whether people I knew, but they were for a moment. However, spiritually, God never left my side. My spiritual team never left my side. Matter of fact, I gotta thank them all the time, because to take me on as a challenge, you are some great warriors. Because this ain't no easy task. It just wasn't an easy task. Smooth sailing ahead though. Smooth sailing ahead. And guess what? Life don't get easier because it gets easier. Life get easier because you learn. You learn what life is about. You learn how to deal with life. You know how to take on this shit. You know how to take accountability. You even get to a point where you learn to not take shit personal. That was one of the ones. That's a great thing, personal. That was one of them ones. Whew. Whew. But I think I'm gonna end this video and follow this out with some music. Y'all have a great day. Just know, if you're still going through trials and tribulations, we all are. It's just the way you learn how to handle them. Some of us need to get out of our own way. Some of us need to start standing up for ourselves. It look different for every fucking body. Everybody's trials and tribulations are different. So judge less, focus on your own fucking test. As always, use your goddamn discernment. I'm out.